Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey
Sorry, we're
guys,
a couple minutes late.
hey.
Chaos as usual. As usual.
Yeah.
We run the
Jackie,
house.
you eating a whole cucumber?
Yeah,
I ship it.
it's a baby cucumber.
I'm about to cut
They're,
one for my child to
they're
have for
little,
lunch
they're
tomorrow.
little mini cucumbers. Look how cute. Anyways,
The mini
I
ones.
like
I love the
cucumbers.
mini ones. Christina might be
we
joining us a little late. She might not. Stephanie will not be able to join us tonight. It is a very busy time for her at her job right now. So bear with us.
Yeah. Her job has a busy season, and it's now,
Yes, her job has a busy season, and this is it.
particularly this week.
Yes.
I
Yes.
believe she said they have a meeting at 8:30 every night this week, p.m.
Yes. And don't ask us what she does because we
Yep.
can't.
Nope.
We cannot tell you.
But I think we can say that much.
Yeah.
And
Hi,
what else?
everyone.
Yeah. As for the rest of us, general shit show.
General
As
shit show.
usual.
I'd
Yeah.
like to say it's out of the norm. We know that's not true.
No, I said to somebody, I was like, I feel like kind of the universe is taking it as a challenge. We're like, yeah, it's fine. We'll just coast through to Festa. We'll just finish, the original plan for the project, and it'll be fine. And then it was like, bet.
Guys.
Just for the record, in the past week of the six of us, four of our parents have been in the hospital. Like,
and that's saying
Guys,
something since one of us
tomorrow.
does not have living parents. So, of the five who
Yeah.
have living parents, four have been in the hospital.
Yes.
Like, this is a pretty big deal.
It's been a week.
yeah.
It's been quite a week.
Everybody's okay generally. Well,
Yeah, everybody generally.
Well, the only thing that saves us is that tomorrow it's May.
It's gonna
it's gonna
be.
be May. Yep.
It's May.
You can't not do
Yep.
it.
Caitlin's life is lifing.
The
I
next
see her in the
change, the
comments.
next change of month, and there will be only a few
Yeah.
days until we see all seven together again.
Mhm.
So
Sorry, my allergies are.
That's okay. I think it was Connie asked how the baby's doing. Baby's good. She's with her dad right now. She's honestly a pretty easy baby, so fingers crossed. What else? I'm ready for Stop the Rain too.
I'm ready.
Figuratively and literally.
We're
I'm
gonna
ready.
talk
I'm ready.
about it. Fair warning, guys. Our live is going to be a little short tonight. For aforementioned reasons, we're all just kind of limping through things right now. So,
Sorry.
as you can hear, Patricia is sick. So, I mean, she's going to try to hang in for the whole time. But if she has to go, she has to go. Like I said, we're not sure if Christine is going to be able to join us, but she will if she can. And so we are going to try to keep it around an hour tonight, and no more than that.
We're gonna do our best.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best. So it's gonna be like a truncated version of our Wednesday live.
I'm gonna have a lozenge.
Yeah. So, Katie, I had you down for the welcome and intro,
Yes.
but if you want to go for
Yes.
it.
By the way, yeah, welcome everyone to our tiny shit show. I am in my kitchen getting my stuff ready for tomorrow, but let's
You're
introduce
great.
real quick the project and ourselves. We are Army Project 529. We started as we're already longer than most state lives, so good job. Sorry. We started as a group of women who couldn't find Army friends and said, let's find Army friends to keep ourselves busy while BTS is enlisted. Ha ha ha. And boy, did we keep ourselves busy. So yeah, we made a 75-week plan to go from when we started January 1st, 2024, which was around when they finished enlisting, until Festa 2025, which is around when they're all going to be discharged. And we said, let's go through all their content. We've been doing a blog. Doc and Quinn's work on that. We now have a Discord. We have watch parties. We have in-person meetups whenever they have stuff in person, which is all the time now, all the time, every week. Just
Nonstop.
it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that's who we are. We were just a group of people who wanted to find Army friends and couldn't find the community we wanted online. And so we made it. And let's see, our founder, Steph, as we mentioned, she's at work right now. Hopefully her work will be calming down a little bit soon. and she is in the Oklahoma area. Let's see, Christina lives in the Arizona area, and he does merch and graphics and stuff like that. And what else? Everybody else, I'll do myself, and then I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. I am Katie. I am in Atlanta, and I also do merch, graphics, website, spreadsheet, project kind of stuff, nerdy stuff.
Business.
That's businessy stuff, Discord stuff. That's my wheelhouse. All right, I'm gonna go. Doc is next to me. So Doc, how about you go next?
I'm Doc. I am the research team lead for the project, so I am in charge of pulling and finding all the links that are used to create the flow that Lisa then uses to write the blog. And I am one of the most chaotic neurodivergents on the team. If you couldn't tell, stick around longer and you'll find out. And so, one of the jobs Katie does that she didn't tell you is she herds cats in the form of the rest of us. So she keeps us on track. That's kind of nice. But so I do research. Lisa.
I am Quince or Lisa, but you probably know me as Quince. I write the blog that Katie was talking about that we do every week. This week is week 68, so we are getting down to the finish line. It is our last week of Tapril. We've been covering Kim Tae-hyung for the month of April, and this is the last week, and it is called Got Me Deep in My Feelings. Yeah, we've been writing this blog. It's a chronological journey through BTS's discography and also the members' solo discography through chapter 2 while they've been in the military. So it's been an adventure, but it is a ton of fun, very emotional. I have a lot of fun doing it. And I am in the DC area, and I am a freelance editor by trade. Now,
Hi, I'm Patricia. I am in New York, New York City.
New York.
It's a wonderful town. Well, sometimes. As they mentioned, we're content and community. And for community, I built a map where you can put your social media handles, and you will show in the map as an army bomb, and you can find people in your area. So that's part of our website, and for as of now, we have over 5,600 people in that map all around the world. So if you're watching us from the United States or from an island in the middle of the Pacific, probably there's an army bomb there already. So check it out. And we're also about community, as I was talking about. And we have meetups in person. The next one is happening in July. We're going to meet in Kansas City. Last year, we met in Kansas City as well in September. This year, it's in July. We're going to be together for a weekend. We're going to have 3 days full of shenanigans and activities. And the other day, actually yesterday, we had a meeting and we were planning what we're going to be doing on those 3 days. So
big outline.
we have an outline of what's going to kind of happen, and it looks so much fun. So if you plan to join, if you want to join us, there's still space. Just check our website at ap529.com/links, and you can kind of come see us in Kansas City. How about that? Yeah. And Doc, take it away.
Am I up next? No, I'm not.
Yes. Yes, you are.
We just
You have a
skipped the
lag.
blog. Oh, never mind.
I
No,
talked
sorry.
about
I thought we had skipped the
We
blog for
moved
some
it.
reason. Okay,
Moved it.
tonight is Wednesday. For those of you who are new to us, we go live twice a week. We go live on Sunday over on YouTube, where we do a deep dive into topics that are pertinent to the blog or current Bangtan events, current world events, things like that. And on Wednesdays, we come over here to TikTok for shenanigans. We call it our midweek tea, where we will bring you member news and all the week tea of the shenanigans that took place on Kim Namjoon's internet throughout the week. Tonight, we're going to discuss a new reason why the Grammy Committee needs to do better. And we're going to talk about our experience getting Jin tickets. So Yeah, so we learned
I'm
some
glad.
things, and we're going to
We
talk
did.
about them on why we keep not winning things. So there you go.
So, as the song from BTS says, let's run through the news about our members, and we were going to start in fan order as we usually do. And the first one is Kim Namjoon. So, we have a few news this week. Namjoon has been dropping a lot of stories and posts on Instagram. He on April 25th went to the Coldplay concert, the last Coldplay concert in Seoul. And he dropped a picture with Chris Martin and Psy in his Instagram stories. I mean,
Random.
like
It was so
legends,
random. It was amazing.
legends.
loved
And
it.
he's kind of like laying down on top of Chris Martin, like what is going on in that picture. And I'm wondering if another member took that picture, because in the following news, I'm going to tell you who else was there. Anyway,
Or
we
Katie.
got a big photo drop in Instagram.
Yep,
This
we sure did.
morning,
Yes,
we
we
woke up
did.
to Kim Namjoon, tons of Kim Namjoon. There were tons of photos of him, some of them in a school uniform.
Oh my God, it was so
What
cute.
was he
It
doing?
was bullshit.
Raise your hand if you nearly threw your phone before your coffee this morning. Yep.
Me. He's talking on the phone. We have full
Wearing a Pokemon
shorts.
headband. He was wearing a Pokemon headband.
Yes, and,
It was
and
so fucking
shorts.
cute. Shut
And
up.
and shorts.
So cute.
Shorts. Shorts.
And shorts.
Hi.
And there was art because he was Namjooning, obviously, that he's
Obviously,
Namjoon.
he
He
was.
Namjoon's like a master because he's the master. And then there was some scribbles. That's probably like the thank you note that he wrote for RPWP. And from what we could tell, a photo of him in a Hive studio. And he was wearing a Friends t-shirt. Like
Yes,
his
I did
English
see that.
t-shirt he was wearing in some of the pictures, and wearing glasses. And I mean, obviously his hair is growing, and he looks
So
He
cute.
looks so good.
He looks so cute.
Good.
He looks so good.
It's ridiculous.
and V actually commented in the drop. And he said, "Is this true?" Ha 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 ha.
Who knows what the fuck he was talking about? Only he knows.
Who knows?
Probably means that somewhere in that drop is some form of spoiler.
Some form of spoiler.
There is
some
a form of
joke.
spoiler somewhere in that photo drop, and Kim Tae-young. Is this true?
Could be. I was thinking it was just like, is it true you're at the Hive office working on something? But you're right. It could be a spoiler. I haven't thought of
Could
that.
be a
That
spoiler.
could be the spoiler.
Who knows?
I mean, that could be the spoiler. I don't know. I feel
They
like a spoiler had to have existed in that
Yeah,
photo
he was
drop for
definitely
Kim
there. He was
Tae-hyun's
definitely in a
comment
practice
to make
room.
sense.
With that couch, which I later learned is from
Wow.
TXT.
It is.
And the
Wow.
books behind him, because he always has books laying around, which was kind of cool. And in the best news of the week, for me at least, the best news of the week. Okay, new song coming out with Tableau from Epic High. Stop the Rain is coming out tomorrow at midnight, and I can't wait. Tableau and RM have been posting on socials about it. There's a lot of things going on. Tableau mentioned that the lyrics are very personal. They both seem to be taken from both their diaries. That is completely different from All Day. I don't know. I mean, for all of those that you don't know, like Tableau is a member of Epic High, which is a hip hop band, South Korean hip hop band. He was in Indigo in All Day. He did a collab with like RM for that one. And then they decided that they had so much fun that they had to make another song, and they made this other song, Stop the Rain, which apparently is radically different from All Day. And I just can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
He's got a little snippet preview, I think, of it. He posted the lyrics. He's talked about it a lot. They recorded it before Namjoon went into the military, and he's been hanging on to it because he thought it was too personal.
Personal, yeah.
Can you let Steph in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's here.
I think my favorite part about that story was like Tableau was holding on to it because he thought it was like too personal, and then all of a sudden RM texted him like where the fuck is this song, man? Like where is it? And he's
Yes.
like, oh, I'm holding on to it for all these reasons. He's like, drop the song.
Well, I just saw something on Twitter while I was getting ready for this, and it was somebody saying, like Tab was saying, oh, so, an idol was recently told, here's the things you need to do to have a song, and it was like it needs to go straight to the hook, it needs to be danceable, it needs to be have simple lyrics, blah blah blah. And he's like, and Seth the Rain does none of those things.
Uh-oh. You okay, Steph? It looks like that dog
Steph,
is
I
eating you.
have your dog in my ear.
No, I dog on this side of the phone.
Steph, the audio quality we're getting from you is the weather guy standing in the hurricane. Just so you know.
It's the stuff of nightmares.
Did she just say she found that dog on the side of the road?
Oh my god! I think that looks like one of her dogs.
What is happening?
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure Steph picked up a stray. No idea. And it might be eating her based on the sounds that we're hearing.
It might be.
It may or may not be eating her based upon what we can hear.
Steph, if this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
911. 911.
If the dog has slobbered you to death, please.
Are-
That is not interneting.
This things only happen in our lives. It just only
Look at
happen.
entertainer right here.
Steph,
Steph.
connection. Steph, connection.
I can't wait for Steph to walk in the house with a bulldog, and Sean's just gonna be like, "What the fuck have you done?"
The fuck is wrong with you?
didn't have a bulldog.
Oh my god.
Sean is just gonna be like, "No, go back."
Go back. Return the dog. Return the
back.
dog, please. Return the dog.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Steph, just name the dog Sugar, and he can't send it back.
Whoa,
Yeah,
good
it's too
point.
late.
Good point.
Oh my god, I'm so funny.
Oh,
I'm crying. Anyway.
Steph, you might have to yeet yourself.
Yeah, Steph, we
Steph,
love
you
you.
might have to eat yourself. Yeah.
Your signal's real bad. Thanks for sharing the dog with us.
Yeah.
we need the full
We're like-
story when you get back
Like
to
Steph was
internet.
gonna be at work late tonight, guys. Or,
She's like, "I found a puppy."
or
I mean, it's like
she
I
made
was
it.
talking about epic high. This looked like an epic high. This is part of the life, but
right.
anyway.
We gotta move fast if we're gonna hit 10 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go. Two more things about Namjoon. Spotify has nominated him for Best Listener's Choice International. You can actually vote for this, so please go to Spotify and vote. And then the American Music Awards have nominated RM and Jimin for favorite K-pop artist. You can also vote. Please go to the AMA website and vote. Yeah, and that's the news for Namjoon today.
All right, Jin, moving on.
And I'm still
rapidly.
crying.
That's okay. We're gonna go rapid fire, guys. Jin. He surprised fans again with a live performance during Coldplay's tour in Korea, the last show, and RM was there. And then they released some photos. Coldplay released some photos on their fan app of Chris Martin carrying Jen around with his little
Oh my
cuff jeans. It was so cute.
Over his shoulder, like not just carry.
Just tossed him like a potato sack over
Yeah.
his shoulder.
And there
Like he
may
had
have,
just rescued him from a dragon.
and I
Yeah.
think we all know where Jin was carrying that microphone. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just saying pockets exist. Actually, I was so excited because I was like, finally, men can understand the tragedy of women's pockets not being able to hold shit.
Right? Not a damn thing.
Like,
I mean, maybe a chiclet.
yeah, I was like, Jin understands now.
100% not a whole ass microphone. That's what wouldn't fit in our
That's
car.
right.
Not a whole ass microphone.
Anyway, then he went on a comment spree on Weavers. Guys, we're just coming unglued here.
It's fine, guys. Everything's
Everything's
fine.
fine.
He went on a comment spree on Weavers, apologizing to his fans in Korea during the Korean presale that they weren't able to get tickets because the venue wasn't very big, and he said it was his fault because apparently the concerts were kind of a last minute thing. That's
On a
what
whim. On a whim.
whim.
That's super tuna.
Whim.
Who suspected that?
Just
I mean, like, just
like
compare.
the minute we
J-Hope.
saw. Okay, so the minute we saw these cities, we were like, "This is so random. It just feels like so last minute. Like
Yes.
like just
Yeah,
out
it
of
feels like I'm
nowhere.
being
And like
punked.
these
This
are
is
the only
I mean-
cities available. And then he's like, "It was a whim, and these are the only places available." And we were like, "Ha!"
For
could've
for
thought?
comparison's sake, J-Hope knew what he was going to do 6 months after he finished his enlistment, and this man
Before he
plans
went in,
a
he
full
knew what he was
tour.
gonna do 6
Yeah,
months after
you-
his enlistment. Before he even went in, he knew.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
Jim was
Guys,
like,
like, you know
that
what?
looks fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like,
fun.
that's
He got to see Army.
I
I like
want
to
one
imagine
too.
he went
I
to
want
the
one
same.
too.
I like to imagine he went to the same people he went to about the Hug event, and they were just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I just,
would love to
in
do
my
a
head
world tour.
canon, he walked into Big Hit one day and he went, see, yuck. I want to go on a tour.
And he's like, "Of where?"
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Where?
Your judge is lovely this time of year.
Or
We could get you on a tour.
a tour of Gangnam?
And he was like, I don't know, around the world, wherever you could find it. Just make it happen. Somewhere
find me a
around the
stage,
world.
thank
just
you.
like kind of circle the globe a little bit. Just a hop, skip, and a jump here and there. Just make it happen, guys.
Just a few
Yeah.
intimate shows.
It's fine. And he
I don't know,
also-
America.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go to America.
He also has a second solo album, Echo, coming out May 16th, so just over 2 weeks from now. Yay! We're all very excited. It looks very rock and roll coded. I'm so pumped.
It looks so good.
Very rocky.
And there is a release fan event.
I get
in-
more of anything with like another level.
Yeah, no, we're
Sorry,
we're
go
pumped.
ahead.
I need
It's
more.
okay. There's a
another level,
release
seriously.
event in Korea on May 18th. Once again, the highly favored people of Korea. It's fine. We're not bitter. His tour, lovingly known as #RunSuckJin _@tour. Ticket pre-sale was yesterday. We're going to talk more about it at the end. We know not everybody is going, and some people have some feels about that. I'm not going. So, yeah, we'll do that at the end in case people don't want to hear it right now. And also, a new episode of Run Jin came out yesterday.
Which is the second part of the episode that came out last week, and we're going to watch it on Friday in the Discord if you want to join.
It's gonna be great, guys.
Yes.
It'll be great. All right,
Yes.
Doc.
All right, Min Youngos comes
Hi,
home
Sky.
to us in 51 days. 51 mere little days until our favorite cat returns. Soon he will rise, and Bangtan will again bathe in the blood of their enemies. I mean, really, I feel like in this situation, Wushik really was prophetic. They shall bathe in the blood, sweat, and removed from our spaces.
Hey, Sky.
Blood, sweat, and baking. Get out! You're removed.
You can hear Tae Young's facial expression, right? With that.
Yeah.
Can I hit him?
Can I hit him just once? But also, it's coming. Bangtan is coming. Mere 51 days till
51 days.
OT7 is back. It's gonna be great.
Approximately, give or take.
Give or take, a few hours.
And
Give or take.
for Paulina, who is sad that this shit show wasn't recorded live, don't worry. It does get recorded and posted to YouTube. That's my job. It just sometimes takes me like 2 weeks to do it, but we're caught up right now.
We're getting back
Heyo.
into the TikTok
We're getting
swing.
back into
because
it.
We were on YouTube for a while, and That's a different situation. That just automatically goes to YouTube. We didn't have to do anything, so we got out of the practice a little bit.
Yeah, but no, we're going back to it. So yeah, the last 3 TikTok lives are now posted to YouTube. All right, time. It's time for that time. You're looking at the agenda. If you'd like to help feed the dog that Steph found,
What an update!
you can send us your money. That dog needs medical attention, seriously. like, she needs to take that
You're
dog.
asking if you want to see feet pics.
If you want to see feet pics of the dog.
You want to see paw pics.
I can't laugh at her. Okay.
In this case, the paw
If you
pics
want
will
to
not
see
be
the
for
paw
free.
video,
Oh my
Sarah
god, I'm dying.
McLachlan's angel playing in the background.
I hope she
I can't.
filmed the
I'm
whole
crying.
thing so we can do this.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
be a video with that song of her finding this dog on the
Oh
side
my
of the
god,
road.
she would. Anyway, yeah, if you'd like to support the project, including Doggo, aka Shiggy, you can.
Was she playing Running Wild? What happened there?
I don't know. Her reception didn't allow her to tell us the story
She
yet.
needs to film with the dog. Oh my
Yeah, she's probably fit.
god.
Pennies a day.
There are some ways you can support us for free. There are some ways you can support us with money
Oh my
if
God,
you're
I'm
able to
crying.
do so. So we're going to outline those real quick. With money, you can subscribe to our Patreon. It's a monthly auto draft, $3, $5, or $10 a month. You get to pick, and most of that money comes to us, which we greatly appreciate because obviously we all need mental help at this point. And if you would like to buy some of our merch that we design and create ourselves, we would love that. You can check out our shop at ap529.com/links. And we have a couple new products up. We have a couple designs we're working on. Christina is working on some stuff for the gin tour. We've got a lot going on. There will be gin shirts. Christina just got the idea in her head yesterday. It's real
It's gonna be
funny.
good. It's gonna be
It's a
so
new
good.
gin design up on the in the shop already. It's not.
Yes, we have gin products, many gin products already, but we are going to make at least a couple for his tour. Yep. And all right, and now Quince is going to go over the 3D options.
Oh, free 99. Free 99. Ways you can support us. You can like this live. You can share it with your friends. Please do. Please do. Share. Tip, tap, 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 tap the screen. And you can like and share all of our posts, our regular posts on social media, not just here on TikTok. We're on all social media platforms pretty much as Army Project 529. You can also follow us individually if you like. I am Quince AP529, much like you see other people's names below. I am Quince AP529, but you can follow any of us. Like and share our posts. Love us, and you want to post about us yourself, please feel free. We love hearing what other people get from the project. Just make sure to tag us and or hashtag us so that we can share you as well. And those are ways that you can help spread the word about the project and bring more people into our bomb ass community. I don't know why I just said bomb ass. I'm gonna drown myself after this.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's what happened. Anyway, I'm gonna go out and find a bulldog to adopt.
Find a bulldog.
Yeah. But yeah, just tell people about us. Share the love. Back to our back to our irregularly scheduled programming.
The only thing regular about this is we go in fan chant order, guys. So speaking of fan chant order, up next is Jehope. Won Jung Hosik continues his Asia tour of absolute bullshit. He did Singapore. His next stop is Jakarta, Indonesia, next Saturday and Sunday.
It's going
We
so
got
well.
an announcement today
Yes, we
for
did.
Hope at the Movies. So we are getting the Hope on the Stage Japan live event at the movie theater situation. I like to call it Hope at the Movies. It's happening on May 31st, which is day one of his last Japan tour set. So day one of Japan, where is going to be at select movie theaters worldwide. They have not yet told us where these are located. They have also not told us the exact time that the concert itself will be. However, we shall know soon, for ticket sales for the movie event begin on May 9th at 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern, 4 p.m. British Standard Time, and 11 ICT, or 10 ICT. For information, you can sign up for updates at the jhopeliveviewing.com. And the J-Hope is spelled like his name, so j-hope-liveviewing.com. That link is also on all of their social medias, so, and the Weavers post, so you can find it. Go over there, sign up for information. You give them their email, your email address, and where you're at, and they will tell you when it's happening at what theater is near you. Anyways, next up, J-Hope received the TikTok Creator Award. He got a silver for 1 million followers and gold for 10 million followers, and he basically got those two at the same time.
Yeah.
So
What a
did this
surprise.
absolutely adorable video showing off his TikTok Creator Awards. He was also recently interviewed by Zane Lowe, where he shares what motivated him as an artist and a person at this point of his life. The full interview is up on Apple Music and YouTube, so you're going to want to go watch that. It's amazing and life-changing. Go watch it now. Not now. Wait until we are done with the live, and then go over to Apple or YouTube to watch it, because it's amazing.
He's the one that interviewed Jungkookie during the Golden promotions.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really
good interviewer.
really good interviewer, and this one was just as good as his interview with Jungkook.
Yeah, it's you got to watch it. You got to watch it. Not now, after the live. Go over to YouTube and watch it. All right. Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams, as of today, Mona Lisa is the second longest charting song by a Korean male rapper on the global Spotify chart. It's been there for 40 days. Fascinatingly enough, number one has only been there for 42 days. So we're a mere 2 days away from J-Hope having the second line, or the longest charting song by a Korean male rapper. So go give it a spin on Spotify. Keep it up there in those charts. Mona Lisa is close to 100 million unfiltered streams on Spotify and about 30 million on YouTube. So that song is just that bitch. It is a great song. Go listen to it. It's amazing. But yay, get it, J-Hope.
Yay!
And in Sweet Dreams news, the Fact Music Awards. He won in the category of Best Music Spring. So, Song of Spring. He won that Fact Music Award. So get it. That's it for the news this week. Get it, J-Hope. All right. Next up is Jim Sheet.
Jimin Sheet.
Yep. We are at 41 days as of this evening until Jim and his roommate JK are discharged.
Yay!
Yep. And yeah, we're going to run through this because we have some really cool stuff to talk about. And Jimin was mostly quiet this week, but one piece of news about him is that his Truth Untold exhibition will be visiting New York City in the next month or so. Tickets are currently on sale, but possibly sold out. Somebody's just adding to the agenda right now.
No, they're not sold out.
Somebody said they were sold out.
They're not sold out. They might be sold out for a certain day, but they're not sold out.
Okay, tickets are currently on sale. I don't know the dates off the top of my head because I can't get to New York to go see it. But the Weavers notification will have all the details if you are able to get to New York and go.
The exhibition starts May 31st, and I think it ends a month later.
Misread what you said, Patricia. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Exhibition starts at the end of May, runs for approximately a month. Again, check the Weavers notification for all the details. Patricia is trying to get a group to go, I think the 7th, the weekend of the 7th.
The weekend of the 7th, yes.
The weekend of the 7th, if you want to try to join that. They're coordinating in Discord, but otherwise, go whenever you can if you can go. I'm sure it's a great exhibition. And let's see. Also, both Jimin and Namjoon are nominated for the AMA Music Awards Favorite K-pop Artist. They are the first K-pop male soloist to receive a nomination for this category. So please go vote if you can. There are two ways to vote. You can vote on the Billboard website, or you could vote on Instagram by leaving comments. So on the website, you can vote and you can say how many of your votes go to each of them. On Instagram, you have to leave comments, and each comment counts as one vote. So if there's 20, you can have up to 25 a day. You have to comment 25 times with a certain comment. And your Instagram account has to be public. So there's more information in the Discord and on our website, but just important notes there. So please go vote if you can. And passing it back off to Quince for Taeyoung.
Queens. 내가 너를 막아도 나나나나나나
One day we'll learn the words.
나나나나나.
One of these days I'll go fucking learn the words to that song. It's fine.
There you go.
It's fine. I'm busy.
Sorry. It's 40 days. 40 days. 40 days. Not 40 nights, but 40 days until our Lord and Savior and our leader, Kim Namjoon, return from the military. 40 days! Huzzah! Singularity, that old chestnut, remember her? We do. The MV is at almost 200 million views on YouTube. It would be great if we could get it there before Taeyoung returns. So go to YouTube, just watch the video a few times. Do him a service. Do yourself a service. Do yourself a service.
Do yourself a favor. And
Yeah.
Go watch that music.
Not only are they getting out of the military on the same day, it appears that Namjoon and Taeyoung are also now coordinating their Instagram dumps. So because Taeyoung also took to Instagram today after not being around for a bit. He just he had a whole bunch of stories that ranged cat.
Cat.
K-Hope
We get
wanted
dogs.
to say
we
hi,
get
guys.
Cats. We
Hi,
get
K-Hope.
K-Hope wanted to say hi, apparently.
Hi, K-Hope.
So his pictures, his stories ranged from very sweet to devastating. We got some new music recs from him. He had there was Oasis, Let There Be Love, was playing on a picture of, it was just a picture of a wall that had pieces of paper that said Oasis and Noise. Noise, that's all I heard in my head.
Noise.
It looked like a backstage sort of area to me. That's what it looked like. I have no idea what that was about. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. But if you guys remember, Let There Be Love is the song that Jungkook sang on BBC Radio 1 when he appeared there during his Golden promotion. So they be loving their Oasis. It's not the first time that Taeyoung has recommended Oasis or played them on his Instagram stories. He also he had a picture with Ray Yi. He tagged him in the picture. He is a director. He primarily directs commercials, and a few years ago he directed BTS in the My Soul, like My Soul and Soul the City campaign. And you can find those on his links to those on his Instagram. But this is not the first time Taeyoung's posted pictures with him. So I think they're kind of friends. So there was that. And then he had a picture of a cocktail. Like it looked like a martini or a Cosmo or something like that. And he was playing J-Hope's Sweet Dreams on that picture and had Ariel just free jumping into the drink. Which says to me that Taehyung might have been a little tipsy.
Maybe a little bit.
Might have been a little tipsy. And he was posting those. Maybe. But that was cute. And then the last two were just some beautiful cherry blossoms, and he was playing Well, no, not the last two. The last two that weren't destructive were some
The
beautiful cherry
second
blossoms.
and third to last.
Yeah, and he was playing a song by D4VD. I don't know if that's supposed to be David or if it's said as it's spelled out. I've never heard of this artist before, but the song was called "There Goes My Baby." I really liked the song, so I'm probably going to check it out. And then the last one, because he is incapable of not showing us that he is still working out.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It was another workout picture update with the arm.
Should I put it up for reference?
Sure.
Just for reference, guys. For reference. Hold
Just
on.
for a quick science reference. Just for a quick science
For
reference.
science. For science.
He
Yeah,
was
let me-
playing a
let me
song
figure
called
out how to put the
Gustav.
background on.
Gustav was the artist. The song was called Design. On that picture. It was, listen, I'm here for him. You can't find it.
Well, I can't figure out how the new TikTok will let me put a picture on my background.
Things have changed, guys, and we're not
Yeah,
happy
they've
about it.
done some things.
I'm here for if he wants to just keep wearing these tight shirts all the time when he gets
I
up.
buy.
Time, all
I
the
buy.
time.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tank top.
I'm subscribed.
I mean-
for-
No.
I mean, this is the tank top era, people.
yeah,
Like that's what they're wearing, all of them, tank tops.
tank
that's
tops
it.
and shorts. Tank tops and shorts. We're here for
Exactly. Yeah.
it. I mean, yeah, if he wants to do, no shirt, that's fine too.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Doc, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's
fine, Doc.
It's fine. It's fine.
Every-
Listen,
Everyone's
if
got it
this
burned on
did
the
it-
inside of the retina.
If this
It's
did it
fine.
correctly, there it is.
Um,
That's the one right there. Look, this is the new thing. Bam. For the rest of the live, just out of nowhere. Look at that snatched waist. I mean,
oh God, I know.
Mother.
I may have put a picture in our Discord with just like a little line drawn down the torso.
just when you think Taehyung is gone, he's not. He's like, listen, bitches, I'm here. I'm still working out. Look at that arm.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So that's what we woke up to this morning. Again,
Violence.
throwing the phone before coffee. Throwing
So
the
much
phone before
violence.
violence. Just and look at his
I
face. Look at his face. He knows.
Yeah, look at
He
that.
knows.
Look at,
I hope
Back-
you were. I hope
back
you
to
were
him.
not
Look at that
sipping on
face.
coffee when you saw that.
No,
listen,
it was.
I had barely woken up when I saw
was-
this.
pre-caffeine. It was pre-caffeine.
Yeah, I had not been properly caffeinated yet. It was absolute bullshit.
Yep,
is what it
yep.
was.
It was some shit. So that's happening. He's coming home. None of us are prepared. Great, cool, love it. All right, moving on. moving on to our
now.
golden maknae, ginger cookie.
I did want to say the reason I was giggling when you mentioned Oasis was all of a sudden I had the vision of Jimin and JK in their dorm acting like the Gallagher brothers.
Hello, Malaysia.
Just constantly fighting. hello, Malaysia. Yes. So Jungkook, we don't have a lot from Jungkook right now. Again, 14 days until our Golden Maknae and his sassy roommate return. The Golden the Moments exhibition is still going strong in New York City. It runs until May 11th, so we have approximately almost another 2 weeks left of the exhibition. They've been giving special gifts out for people attending during the week, as opposed to the weekends. And I believe that they had restocked their store, but I don't know if anything else is sold out again. But there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can get there. And then 3D.
3D.
However many fucking fingers that is, 3D, is at almost 900 million streams on Spotify. Let's try it. We're just, it was a vague thing, like, let's try to get it to 1 billion. before he gets back. That would be really
It
cool.
would be a really nice birthday gift for one of the admins too.
It would. It would. There's so many birthday gifts that we could give. And that's all I've got for Jen Gookie. So, really quickly, whoever wants, I guess I can do it really quickly.
I can do it since I'm doing the next part.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we just want to plug once again the streaming project that the fandom has decided on for the reunion is we're gonna chart Home, which is a great fucking song. Great song, great performance. Very appropriate. We're not gonna have to so yeah, we're gonna chart Home starting June 20th, which is around when we expect Yoongi will be done with his service. So what you can do to help. If you have funds, you can buy it on iTunes, Amazon, Kiva, and I don't know how to say it. If you have a premium account, which is the best way to get streaming credit for charting purposes on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon Music, any of those. Listen to it. If you don't have a premium account, still listen to it. Like, dude, as Doc said last week, some of something is better than all of nothing. So things you can do for money, things you can do for free. Other things you can do for free. There is a card that is linked on our website and on our streaming charting voting channel with some information. You could make videos if you are an Instagram person and a TikTok person who makes videos. Again, I've been meaning to make this for about 2 weeks. I will get to it eventually.
We'll keep talking about it.
Like, for example, one of the cute ideas was to take a video and talk about somewhere that's home to you and then use home in it. So like it doesn't have to be intimidating. Yeah, so please participate in that as much as you can. Again, it starts June 20th. I believe it's the 20th through the 26th. Yep. We'll try to talk about that frequently as we get closer. The other thing, I would like to give you guys Hive news. Hive Latin America is launching a reality series. The photo of it looks a lot like The Voice with like the chairs that spin, to find a new soloist or group to be broadcast on Telemundo. So remember a couple weeks ago, we were like, hey, that's interesting. Why is Bon PD posing with the executive from Telemundo at J-Hope's show in Mexico City?
This is why.
That's why.
Bingo.
So yeah, called it. Collective called it. And yeah, that's really cool though. It's really cool that they're doing that. It sounds like they're making it relevant to the local markets. They're not necessarily at this point working on like a K-pop style trained group. They're just looking for any kind of soloist or existing group. And the winner will receive a cash prize of $100,000 and the opportunity to sign a record deal with Hive America or Latin America.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. If we can find a way to watch it, Patricia will cover it because she can understand it.
I can understand it, but we have to figure out if we can watch it.
Yes.
So
We don't know yet.
we'll see.
More TBD.
TBD, but we thought it was pretty cool.
TBD.
Because usually we notice this stuff, and then like a year later, they're like, "Just kidding. Here's the thing." And this one was only a couple weeks, so it was kind of fun. Okay, finally the midweek tea. Okay, this one. We're gonna start here. Yeah. So this was posted on Twitter. I was having trouble sourcing it. I know the account who posted it, but basically this past week, a member of the Korean Music Awards selection committee, an unnamed member, so that's the part I'm a little nervous about. Was quoted as basically saying that the reason Right Place, Wrong Person wasn't nominated was because they didn't know what bucket to put it in. He said it was a really great album. I'll read the quote exactly. There are songs that don't get selected because their genre is ambiguous. In the case of RM's album, which aims for the alternative genre, despite being an excellent album, it didn't clearly belong to a specific genre, so there was a lot of deliberation. Sometimes the way music genres are categorized can actually become an obstacle. Because, yeah, I know, like, we all thought, at least on the admin team, that was a fantastic album, and we were sad that it didn't get more nominations than it did, and we were kind of baffled. And this is part of the answer, which is they didn't know where to put it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, again, as Katie said, we don't know who said this, so please understand that we are just presenting it as it was found. It's not 100% verified.
Yeah.
But
But it
went around quite a bit. It made the rounds.
Yes.
But it does shed more light on how these music awards committees work.
Yes.
and does give a bigger indication of why we might be seeing issues with nominations for things like the Grammys, because we've said a million different times they don't really fit necessarily into the K-pop category, as their music has a wide variety of genres associated with it. And so when you get into something like an international awards committee situation, and they're saying, well, this doesn't really fit K-pop. It's not
Anything.
really that type of song. But
And they
then they
don't
don't know
want-
what category to categorize it in, because they keep getting shunted into being nominated for things like that. And so it gives a better insight into why we might be struggling with various bigger music awards.
The problem is that Katie made an interesting point, because we were talking about how there's a ton of Latin, now that there are a ton of Latin categories at award shows. Like there's more than one. There's multiple Latin categories. And we were talking about it, and I was like, well, it took a long time for them to get those categories. Because if you go all the way back to like the 80s and 90s, I mean, we had artists like Gloria Stefan and, you know, like Ricky Martin, and even, I could even say Menudo. Not that, you know, Menudo was like super up for Grammys. But you know,
Julio Iglesias.
Julio Iglesias, yes. But all of that, like, and they didn't get, it was a struggle. I mean, we had that big Latin explosion in the late 90s, and that's when they started paying attention and things started to change. So it's an indication that things could be starting to change, and where they start to recognize that, hey, just because some or all of the song is in another language, it doesn't mean that it has to be pigeonholed into one category. Like, it's okay to put an album that has Korean lyrics in it into an alternative hip hop category or something like that, or even just hip hop or alternative category. Just because it's not in English or not all in English doesn't mean that it can't fit those categories. Still, music is music. So,
Well, and I'll pay back the compliment with Quinn's made an interesting point of K-pop is an industry and a method. It's not a genre.
correct.
There's
Yeah.
pop,
It is
there's
not a
hip-hop,
genre.
there's rock.
Right.
Like there are all these other genres within it, but there is
It's
yeah,
a bit
it's more about the method than the sound of the music.
Yes, it's the system in which they
Yes,
release
it's the system.
integrated music, like
Content.
integrated content, like music,
Content.
visual content, you know, fan content, all of that. That is the business of K-pop. It's not a genre. Like there are. I've got to do the puzzle piece. Hold on.
Well, and while she's
There
doing
are-
that, and now Western artists are now doing more K-pop stuff with their fan apps, and they're running stuff more like K-pop because they saw how successful it was. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, we've got Western artists on Weverse.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
Quite a few of
they're
them now.
coming
Quite a
around,
few
they're
of them now.
understanding. So I think it's just we need more of that to get. I think it's getting there. I
getting
think we'll get there, but
But-
this is definitely a interesting little tidbit of info.
Interesting
Yeah.
conundrum.
Yeah, and then last but not least tonight, we're gonna talk about Jin's tour a little bit. We did go over a lot of the info about the tour itself last week. We talked about it a little bit on Sunday. There's more info you can find in our Discord, but the pre-sale happened yesterday, and of course now tickets are on sale generally for everybody. So we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about our ticketing experience that we had today. It was both different and similar to what happened with Hobie.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think that Queens and I were the first ones that got in a line because we were trying for Newark tickets. So we got together like around 2:30. We just went in the Newark line. And Quince, do you want to tell what happened to you?
So first of all, let me just say, I was happy to be there, you guys. I was just happy to.
Just happy.
It was
Yeah.
Patricia and one of our envoys, our beloved Noms. The three of us were on a call together because we were trying to get tickets together, and we were working back and forth. We were debating the merits of trying to be logged in for both days at the same time, or would that get us kicked out? We don't know. I kind of chickened out the last minute, was like, I'm only going to be signed into one day. So I was going to sign into the day that Patricia was not signed into so we could cover our bases. But it decided to kick me out while I was trying to do that. And so it took me a while to get back into the waiting room. I got back in like 2 minutes before the pre-sale started. And then the pre-sale started. We're in line. We're in the queue. We're waiting. Blah, blah, blah. I think like 20 minutes later, my laptop just died. And I realized that it wasn't plugged in all the way. And I didn't know. I was just like,
Yeah. Like literally 1 minute to get it. Like what? 1 minute before we get. No, it was like 1 minute before we get in.
yeah. Luckily,
Yeah.
Noms got in and she was able to get tickets for us. She was much higher up in the queue than I was anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I also got in and there
Noms-
were still tickets, so it was
Yeah,
pretty good.
Noms,
Yeah.
Noms is legitimately blessed by all of the ticketing gods.
we had a
That's all I got to
special
say.
BTS blessed horseshoe yesterday.
Yes.
Which
I mean,
we'll talk
she
about
was
here.
she was blessed by the Hobie ticketing gods and the Jin
Tae Young
ones.
keeps
Like,
popping up.
I know, isn't it great? So every now and then when we're being serious, I'll tuck my hand into my jacket because I'm like, we're being serious right now. But when we're not being serious, bitches, please. I keep tucking my hair behind my ear just so he'll pop up. It's fine, guys.
Now we need a picture. Now we need a picture of that bulldog, so you can just pop it.
Yeah. So yeah, I was no
so
help
we
at
ended
all.
up getting tickets for Newark date one. So we'll be Quinn's, Nums and myself will be there day one. And we'll be camping in my house the rest of the time. So yeah, that's the plan. And then Nums went
Dallas
on
people.
to Dallas. And what happened in Dallas, Doc?
So I was not present for I was at work thanks to this happening at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. I kept trying to check things in between patients. But anyway, so Noms, Riven, and Quince got in to try
No, not
to
me.
get in the queue of Dallas. You weren't in it. But Noms and Riven got into the Dallas queue. And then there was somebody else. It was one of
I
Noms'
think
friends.
Katie was trying to help.
It was Katie was helping, and then there was another person, Tasha, I think is what it
Yeah,
was.
Tasha
Anyways,
was in.
Tasha was helping out too.
She
So
was everywhere also.
Noms managed to get 4 tickets for night 2 for myself, Riven,
Yes, and
Christina,
The other person.
and Noms. And then Riven and Noms got VIP for day 1 in Dallas. So, and then Stephanie also got VIP for Dallas. So that was super freaking exciting. So it looks like a bunch of us are going to different places this time around.
Yeah, and then Noms took her fairy dust elsewhere and went
Yes,
and
she
logged
did.
into Anaheim to help people get tickets there because I think Leslie's going to Anaheim.
Yes, Leslie's going to Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
So
And some of her board gang are going to Anaheim.
and some of our other project members are going to Anaheim as well. And then we know that there are some people going to Tampa as well. So all in all, it seemed like everybody had a fairly successful day. It was not as stressful as Hobie, but there were definitely it was definitely a comedy of errors at some point.
Yes, it was.
And,
It was
and,
indeed.
and I won't lie. I won't lie. I threw myself into the queue just to see what would happen, and I was like 30,000 back, so I knew I wasn't going to get in early and take anybody else's spot. And I kept just like checking Ticketmaster in between patients, and the 100s and the floor for Dallas day 2 were sold out in like 30 minutes. They were
Yeah.
they were all empty in like 30 minutes. It was
Things
like
things were
wild.
just
It was
Pretty
wild.
fast.
And then I started watching Ticketmaster play their little games where they release like 2 rows of chairs in the middle of
Yes.
the floor that weren't there
Yes.
20 minutes ago.
There are
You
still
know,
tickets
their games are
available at multiple venues.
Yes.
Multiple venues.
Please keep
There's
checking.
a lot. So general sale is on. There are lots of tickets available. There's also people who got closer in who are doing resales and stuff, and those are available. So if you don't want to go into the nosebleeds, just keep checking Ticketmaster. We have a marketplace on our Discord where project members are selling their tickets for cost. So keep checking there. And if you want to go to this concert, you will be able to go to this concert. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and if you just want to be in the arena, there are some higher level seats that we've seen people post under $100. So
Yeah.
For sure.
don't be too intimidated.
Yeah, and we have, so again, we've talked about our Discord a couple times, but join our Discord if you haven't already. We have a whole section dedicated to Jin's tour. The thread there's an additional thread where you can talk about the tour under Jin's channel, and the thread is called runsoakjin_ep.tour. We also have threads dedicated to each of the tour locations, and that's where you can go to find friends to go with, people to hang out with before and after the show if you want, roommates if you want to find a hotel buddy or a travel buddy. And we are again offering a marketplace. Again, if you're looking for a ticket, and some people might, I've seen a couple people already like kind of selling extras that they got. If you have one that you need to sell, or if you want to buy one, you can check out that marketplace. We are not coordinating the sales at all. We're just providing the space for it. And then, lastly, I'll let Doc talk about this stuff. It's still in the works.
Oh, it's still in the works. All right. So for those of you who don't know, apparently that horse back there is triggering the Taehyung. It's fine, guys. Don't even worry about that tracks.
Taehyung. That's so Taehyung.
He's doing his equestrian act. It's fine. He's trying to ride that horse back there. It's all fine. It totally tracks. Anyways, squirrel! Back to the topic at hand. For those of you who don't know, we have a meetup happening in Kansas City the same weekend as the Tampa concert, okay?
Yep,
which happens to be immediately after the Dallas concert. So we have our AP 529 2025 meetup in person in Kansas City the Friday through Sunday after the Dallas concert. And so we have a caravan, which we are calling the Cara-Jin, from Dallas to Kansas City. Yes.
Y'all know we love to name shit.
The Cara-Jin.
So if you are going to be at the Kansas City meetup and you want to go see Kim Seok Jin, and you want friends and you want to get to Kansas City without having to leave early or whatever, join the Cara-Jin. We have a dedicated thread inside of the meetup area. We have a Google document. You can fill out your information. If you are driving, you can register yourself as a driver. If you want to be a passenger princess, you can register yourself that way. Anyways, so we are trying to coordinate. It's still in the planning works. The Great Cara-Jin from Dallas to Kansas City. So you can go to Kim Seok Jin on day 1 or 2. And then we are all leaving on Thursday. There's 2 different Cara-Jins. One is leaving at 5 a.m. so that the admin, moderators, and planning team who are going to be at Dallas can make it to Kansas City before 2 p.m. so we can do setup and things like that for you guys. So there's a 5 a.m. Cara-Jin. And then for those of you who are like, the fuck you're going to wake me up at 5 a.m. after 2 days of concert is what you're not going to do. There's a separate Cara-Jin leaving at around 10 or 11. That is the relaxed, laid-back Cara-Jin. That one is not going to be under any time constraints to try to make it in the 8 to 9 hours. They can arrive anytime they want. So there's a relaxed one, and then there's the fast one that's going with the admin, moderators, and planning team. So you can make your decision on which Cara-Jin you want to be in. Travel to Kansas City with friends is really what it boils down to. Plus, how many times can I say Cara-Jin? Not enough is all I got to say about that. Because I'm a big fan of the way we name shit. Also, this is happening. There you go.
There we go again.
Okay, that's all we've got.
Okay, that's all we got for today.
Yeah, we're sorry for the short live, but again, we have people not feeling well. We have just a lot of stuff going on, and we're tired. No, we're not changing it. It's Cara-Jin.
Yeah, please note there were Hamster Van, there were Jinnebago.
I originally voted for the Jinnevan because it's a caravan, and then And then Cara Gin came out, and that was the winner by far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But there may be some sort of hamster bus situation possibly happening.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for
we're
that.
thinking
tuned.
about that.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the people in Amsterdam had already stole Hamsterdam.
Yeah.
So Hamstervan kind of felt like it was a little bit close to the Hamsterdam concert
Yeah.
goers.
You
so
can't beat Amsterdam, really.
We
You
can't be
take
stealing
that from them.
Hamsterdam. So Hamstervan seemed a little bit too close.
Yeah.
Just for peek behind the curtain in the naming situation.
Yes, Andrea, we'll get to that in just a second. So let's get into our reminders.
Yep, reminders. We talked a lot about voting, streaming, charting today. You can find more information about how to do that. We try to make it as easy as possible with help from our great team in our Discord. So you can join our Discord at ap529.com/links. It's free. And if you want to find the information on our website, you can do that as well. ap529.com/streaming, charting, voting. You can also find it in the navigation menu at the top of the page.
Yes, as Paulina says, stream hags, stream.
That's right, Paulina. That's what they call those.
Stream hacks, stream
Listen,
indeed.
guys, we
And
got it.
incidentally, that streaming charting voting channel, that streaming charting voting channel is where you can also find information about voting, about the things that we talked about earlier tonight, like the AMA awards and things like that.
Yeah, the American Music Awards and everything
do that.
else.
Yeah.
So
Doc, you're next.
All right, so for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, we have a Discord.
We'll get you 5,000 times.
We have a lot of fun on our Discord. There are, we're like over 3,000 people in the Discord. We have channels for just about everything. You go into, like, I like to think about it as like a hallway with a bunch of rooms. You go into the rooms where you have an interest in, and you talk to people in that room who also have an interest. And so come hang out with us in the Discord. The other thing we do over there is watch parties. I believe we have a watch party almost every night of the week, other than the nights we are live here and on YouTube. I think every other night of the week we have watch parties. They're watching all kinds of stuff, like Jenny's Kitchen and the content from the blog. We try to go live together anytime one of the members goes live on Weverse. So some of us who have subtitles, even though they're terrible, they're better. Something's better than all or nothing. So we will stream the live. So those of you who don't have subtitles can come squee with somebody, squee with a bunch of people and talk about the live going on. So we do that a lot. Those are random. The watch parties are planned. They're all under the events tab in the Discord. So come hang out with us where we have a stupid amount of fun together.
Just to mention the blog again, and talked about it earlier tonight. That is our main source of content for this period of time. This is week 68. It's called Got Me Deep in My Feelings. It's our last week of April. We're talking about the last year or so up and through before Tay went into the military, and then the time in which he's been enlisted and everything that's released since he's been enlisted. It's a particularly good blog this week, I think. So check it out if you haven't already. We have our, as Doc mentioned, weekly content watch party will be happening tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern in our Discord. So we will be having a great time there. Come and hang out with us if you can. I read the blog, so I narrate for you, and we watch select content. It's a lot of fun. And yes, as somebody asked, so this is the last week of April, we will be going into our final member next week. And there's only one left, so you guys got to know who it is at this point.
Yeah.
And so,
And talking-
our goal
as per tradition, we name our months. Obviously, we are in April. Do not start guessing in the comments right now. Do not.
Do not
This
guess.
is not the time.
Because the guessing will
Now
happen
is not your time.
in our next live, which
Yes.
takes place on Sunday in YouTube. Sunday, May 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, That's where
Hey.
you will be able to guess the name of the month
And-
that is starting.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th.
Listen, guys,
Last-
because of shenanigans that happened last month,
Okay, I was
this
just
time
about to say-
around, until the project says go in the chat, we will not count your guesses for JK's month. Okay?
Exactly, because
We're not gonna get. We won't count them, even if you're
Because-
right, until we say go, it's not real. Jen has taught us that.
because
so the
Jen has
project
taught
will
us
say go.
that until you say go, it's not real. So until you say grow, we don't look at comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Last
project
time,
will say
I was
go.
still in the middle of
and
talking.
then
I
you
was
can
still in the
guess.
middle. I was still in the middle of talking last time, and people
Yes,
just
you
started.
was.
After I said "don't guess," people just started guessing. Now we gave out trophies,
So
anyway, but I
no.
won't do it again.
Never
will be
again,
no-
guys.
There will be no
Never
trophies.
again. Until we say go, 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 go. Nothing. You can't guess John Cook's month until we say go, 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 go in the chat. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, now that we've done that,
Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Let's everybody calm down and let him raise our blood pressure.
just look at that for a second. Just look at those arms.
Everybody relax a little bit. It's fine. We're only
Yeah.
slightly salty. We're
Thank
only
you guys
slightly
so
We'll still
much.
give you gifts.
Yeah.
May the
This is
4th.
that.
Yes. We'll see you again on May
Join
the
us
4th.
May 4th.
Have a great night, everybody. We love you very much.
Everybody rest up. Jimin says don't get sick.
Yep. Jorge.
Yes.
Bye bye.